Today's video is sponsored by Upside. So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. First thing on the agenda today, I need to go pick up a load of 2x4s. Now you may be wondering why I'm buying 2x4s when I have a sawmill and a big supply of white pine logs. Well, there's a couple reasons for it. Number one, these 2x4s are going to be used as girts on the new building. You know, they will run from post to post. Then the board and batten siding will be attached to these 2x4s. And I wanted kiln dried. I can control the drying process when you install the board and batten correctly, but I can't really control the drying process on the girts. So I wanted to get store-bought kiln dried. The second reason is I can't really saw them for what you can buy them for. That's just the truth. I was off a little bit on the price, but that load of 2x4s right there was $595. It's kind of funny. I used to think lumber was so expensive until I got a sawmill and I realized all the work that goes into producing it. Now I think it's pretty cheap. I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. They must work on such small margins and just do it by volume. All right, just getting back to the house here. Kind of got someone blocking my way here. This is the Schultz Ford mobile service. We're getting the first oil change and tire rotation on Melissa's Expedition. You get points from Ford when you buy a new vehicle, and I still have a bunch of points between the dump truck and now Melissa's Expedition. So we're a little early on this one. We just hit 5,000 miles. But I think the first one, in my opinion, is the most important. I was going to go back and get the mini skid to unload this, but I think I'll just leave him sit here on the trailer. Good as place as any. The crew got here about a half hour ago. I had to run out here right at daylight just to move a couple things with the mini skid, but I saw a dandy of a buck. He was right down over the hill, right over here. Real nice 8-point. But these guys are going to work on the wainscoting, all the girts. They'll finish up today. And then once they leave, I'll be able to start putting up siding.
tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back. But hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street with Mary Jane, good cocaine, plenty down there to eat. You can double down, throw some dice, you can take off now, don't think twice. But hey, don't you wanna play?
All right, the guys are rolling right along. They got almost all the girts up and all the framing for the wainscoting. Just a little bit more to go and they'll start putting up the metal. And it's 9:16 a.m. But right now I need to head over to the woodyard. I need to do a bunch of stuff. I also need to make a firewood delivery. But I'll run over there, take care of a few things, and we'll come back and check on the guys in a little bit.
I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't. All right, mama, sure is getting late. Come on now, mama, don't you hesitate. Grab my hand, well we land. I got the champagne. We can knock it back, get on track, jump on, ride this thing. Double down, roll the dice, take off now, think twice. Hey, don't you want me? Say hey.
Well, my favorite time of year is fast approaching, and that is the holidays. And the holidays are meant for giving, but that doesn't mean you can't get a little something back too. That's where the free Upside app comes into play. It's like the ultimate life hack. The free Upside app helps you earn extra cash back on things you're already doing, like filling up at the gas station, grabbing dinner on the go, or making one more trip to the grocery store. With Upside, you're keeping more in your pocket during the season that you spend the most. And yes, it's cash back. Over $1 billion has been given back to users so far. And there's over 100,000 gas stations, restaurants, grocery stores available on the app to ensure cash back for you is just around the corner. All you got to do is open up the app. You can claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, then pay as usual with a credit or debit card, follow the steps in the app, and get paid. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty programs and credit card rewards. Bottom line is this, the Upside app is a fantastic free app. It doesn't cost you a nickel, and you get real cash back. Whenever I'm going out to fill up my truck, or the little Subaru, or if I'm taking Hunter out for a little snack or lunch, whatever, I check the Upside app for opportunities. We go to that place, pay with my card, and I get cash back. I love it. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code Morgans to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code Morgans. All right, I had to run out for just a bit, and then I did some work down at the woodyard trying to get organized, loaded up a cord of wood as well. But this is the worst time of year trying to keep things organized at the woodyard because you have firewood going out while you're making firewood for next year, and it's just tight down there, you know. But I'm all set, and it's now 11:20, so I think I left these guys about 2 hours ago, and I think they're about done. It's incredible. Yep, I think they're about done. It's gonna look really, really nice out here. Almost too nice to hog up with a woodyard. I need to make sure I don't do that. This is a really, really nice building. Oh yeah, that's nice. Looks great. Looks great. Better than I figured. You guys be done before lunch.
You want us to leave this here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Done before lunch? Yep, we got another job to finish.
What's that?
We got another job to finish today.
All right, the guys are all wrapped up and they just left. Right now, I'm going to go deliver this load of firewood, and then when I come back, we'll go out and take a closer look at what they did. It looks fantastic. I'm thrilled. All right, so this worked out pretty well. I was going to be early for the delivery, quite a bit early, and I didn't know if that would be a problem. So I called Melissa, and I said, "Where are you at?" And she told me. I said, "Let's go have some lunch." So I just met Melissa for lunch. She's going to head back to the house, and I'm going to go make the delivery here in a little bit. But I wanted to talk about something that I have been struggling with, and I don't know the answer to. I don't know if there is a good answer for it. The other day, my buddy Eyal, E-Y-A-L, I don't know how to say his name. He's from Israel. He was in one of our videos about a month ago. Great guy. Anyway, he came out to our place. You'll see this in another video, the reason why. And I asked him this question. A problem that I have, and I don't know how to handle, we get emails every day from people. And if I'm sitting at the computer and I see an email come up, if I know the answer to a question, I'll just answer it real quick and go on. But we'll get quite a few emails each day, and I love when people reach out to us. I do. But what happens is this. People will ask a question, or a series of questions. Like one the other day, for example, a guy is thinking about buying an Evo firewood processor. So he had a whole list of stuff. You know, can you measure the distance, like the tumbler, or how long is the whole processor, how high? And a lot of very good questions, and some of the things I have not covered in a video, some I have. And you want to help the guy out, you know, but literally if you read through all the questions, by the time I go measure everything, do all this stuff, and reply, it's 45 minutes or an hour. And that may not seem like a big deal, but I just don't have the time. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't want to be rude to people, and then the other thing is, people will want to come out to our place, like for the Evo. They're thinking of buying one. They want to come check out the processor or run it or watch me run it, or it could be anything. The mini skid. We can't have people do that. There's just not enough time. You know what I mean? In the day, like people want to. I don't know what the answer is. I don't want to be rude. We don't reply to every email. We try to, and I try to cover as much as I can in videos. So if we don't get back to you, it's not because we don't care or we're being rude. I just don't know what the answer is. I can't invite everybody out to our place that asked to come over, because that's all we would be doing, you know? And I can't, if it's a simple question and I didn't cover it in a video. The ones that do bother me, though, are when you will specifically go over something in a video on a piece of machinery or whatever, and then someone will email me asking those very questions. It was in the video, you know? So those ones I definitely don't answer. The other ones, I just don't think there's a good answer for it. I think people believe that we probably don't get a lot of emails, and you know, they're the first ones with a question, but the reality is it's a lot of emails every day, 7 days a week. And I have Hannah kind of weed through some of the emails and let me know stuff, and I'll try to answer her, then she'll try to answer. But you know, I said I can't spend 45 minutes looking all this stuff up and sending it to someone, and you don't want to just give them something off the top of your head if it's not right. You need to confirm things before you tell people things. So his advice was, don't worry about it, just forget about it. Because he told me years ago when he first started watching our channel, he emailed me a couple times and I never got back to him. I didn't even know that he did. And he said his feelings weren't hurt or anything like that, but he said the more that he watched, the more he understood how busy we are, not just with things that you see on the channel, but with Hunter, with everything. Everybody's busy. We're super busy. And that's a good thing. You know, each night before I go to bed, that 5 to 10 second period when you lay your head on the pillow, and that feeling that comes over your body, knowing that you are just going to drift off to sleep. I love that. I do. It just feels so good. And then when I wake up in the morning, I get up really early, sometimes too early. And I don't know if there's something wrong with me, because I might wake up at 3 o'clock. Now, when I used to work for somebody else, I'd be like, oh man, I got to get up in an hour and a half and go to work. Now that I work for myself, I wish it was 4:30 or 5 so I could start doing something, you know? I don't want to just lay there in bed. After I woke up, I'm awake, let's go do something. But I love that time right before you go to sleep, and I love when you wake up and it's time to get the day started. I do. Just love it. got back to the house a little bit ago. We're gonna come out here and give this building a closer look. So if you remember the other day, I screwed up. They had asked me how thick the siding was going to be on this building, and I said it'd be like 7/8. Well, that's just the boards. Then you have the batten, so I actually needed double that. So the trim piece was wrong, but they were able to get a new trim piece made yesterday and brought it with them today, and we're good to go. So this new piece measures about 1 7/8 inches. That'll be just fine, because you're going to have, you know, your board's going to come down and then your batten in between each one, and it'll be pretty much flush with this. That'll be perfect. And by the way, where I just delivered that firewood, did you look at their garage? That is some serious motivation there to get started on this. That is absolutely beautiful board and batten job they did. But yeah, man, these guys do not mess around. We have all kind of options here and all kind of ideas. It's going to take a while to finish everything, but I like this through here. And then, like, what I'll do, I'll measure, say, the height of the skid loader, however high it is, give myself a little cushion, and then we can run some 2x8s across here and some floor joists and make storage up in there that you can access from in here. We can do that on both sides. They left some of this bracing in. He said it's okay without it, but he'd feel better leaving it in until I get some siding on this. So we'll start putting the siding around, then slowly start taking down some of this bracing. But yeah, we have a lot of options here, and it's gonna look really nice when it's all done. So my boards are gonna be just under 10 feet. So that's a little over 13 feet of wall there between the boards and the wainscoting. Over on this side here, I'll end up closing this bay in. Probably leave just maybe that one side open up there, but we'll put siding in here as well. But yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled with this. I can't wait to get started on it. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. If you are a subscriber to our channel, double check, make sure you're still subscribed, and hit that bell icon to get notifications when we upload. And if you're not a subscriber and you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I think that's about it. Catch you on the next one.